See, there are two stages. The first stage is during the pouring of concrete. The pouring of the concrete, we require some of the test, that field test we have to make it. One of the vital tests is, that is, the concrete that we pour, it should not be very highly stiffy. When it is very stiffy, it is difficult to pour it and mold it in a proper way, and it cannot be compacted. So you require a proper vibration and other things. For that, it requires some flexibility. But that flexibility, it should not be having, when you add so much water, again, what you said is the water cement ratio comes into the play, and then you will not get to the required strength of the concrete. So to match both these things, you must have to find it through the compaction factor by means of a slump of the concrete. Slump of the concrete is the usual field test that is being done in almost all the project sites. The concrete that is either made either at the site project or at RMC, that will be put into the slump cone, and the slump cone will be lifted, and the concrete will be sliding, and the slide should not exceed 45 to 50 mm. If that is one indication which gives that you have produced a concrete which is completely capable of compacting it, and its compaction factor will be nearly about 0.9 to 0.95, and also water cement ratio is controlled. All these things are done in one thing. Then apart from that, you have to take random samples, because concrete for a project is done, whether it is done at the site or whether it is supplied by an RMC, it is not in one time. They will come in batches. So for each batch, or at least for few selected batch, you must have to take samples, random samples, and create cube molds of standard size. That standard has been prescribed by the Indian Standard Code. 150 mm by 150 mm by 150 mm cube molds will be there. Fill the concrete on that, and then you compact it, and on the next day you remove the mold and put the concrete into the water and cure it for 28 days and put the concrete to test. That will give you the strength of the concrete. The strength of the concrete you get in the cube is assumed to be equivalent to that you have put it at the various structural elements. This is how it is to be done. This is very much required.